Hey guys, and thanks for tuning in. Today I wanted to show you a review of an item called Cradlepoint. Now the Cradlepoint is a company that makes a lot of different wireless devices, and most of your common companies use these. A lot of times they'll use it for something called a crash kit, which means they'll send it out and then you would take this device and you would get it through cellular and get their network up and running. Let's go show you. Today we're going to show you the Cradlepoint. This model is the Ibr600Lpe VZ for Verizon. That's the service provider. So let's go ahead and get started here and we'll show you. So first of all, this particular model comes in this little box. Let's open it up. And if we open it up, we see we have some directions here. We have little directions about the Ibr600 series Cradlepoint bracket antennas it comes with, and the AC power adapter. There's just two modem antennas and there's two Wi-Fi antennas on whichever model you get. And there's a little direction here, and there's the default password that shows you a little thing here and some foreign language, little FCC paperwork. Okay, so if we open it up, let's just take everything out real quick. First we'll point it out and then we'll take it out. You have the power supply, the Cradlepoint unit, and your two sets of antennas. So let's go lay the box over here and we'll take it out. Here's your power supply, and this is a basic 12 volt 1.5 amp power supply. Input, it takes 100 to 240 volts at 50 or 60 hertz, 0.8 amps. Okay, and this is an ITE power supply. Okay, so we get a power supply. And there's two antennas here, two sets of antennas. You have a set of 2.4 gigahertz antennas here, which are your Wi-Fi antennas, and then you have modem antenna here, which says like Cradlepoint, they're like paddles. So we'll take both of those out too. Like I say, you get a bracket in the box. There's your little bracket if you want to mount it like on a wall. And there's a few screws. So let's move this over to the side and I'll show you the meat of the operation here. And here it is right here. I'll get you a little closer up. It's a Cradlepoint, and you'll see right away it has on here your set of connections for your antennas. These are your antennas. They kind of go on like this. One there, one there. Okay. And then you have a power supply connector. You have a computer connection for your Ethernet, and a network connection, and a USB connector. Now you can use any of these. Usually the computer connection is to get in there and configure the device. On the other side, you see we have another set of antennas. We have a little door here. This door would take your SIM card. So let me show you here. If you had your Verizon little SIM card like this, okay, take your SIM card off. You take this door, you move it back. You get it here, you get a little clumsy. Flip it over, put that in, and you kind of have to press it in with your nail. It'll lock down. Shut it. Then you're able to turn this button on here, and what'll happen, you'll get your power lights. There's your antenna, your Wi-Fi, and your signal strength. When you hook it up, it'll actually come up, and we're gonna plug it in a minute. So put your other paddle on. Just get it in there. This is 4G. This is the cellular end of it. And you plug this in here like this. Okay, we're just going to kind of bend these out here. I'm putting the card in there just for explanation. And of course, like I say, we'll kind of get this up here, helps us, and I'll I'll bring this down a little here for us here, so you can see it. Okay, see how that looks? Now we're going to go flip it over and we're going to put the power supply in there, power connection. Here's your power connection. You plug it right in like that. Let's go ahead and on-wire tie this. Okay, and then we're going to flip it on this side because I'm going to actually turn it on to give it some power. So let's go ahead and plug it in. Plugged in, you'll get some light. And usually what it'll do, let me see if we can focus over. Maybe it's up to point right here. Usually what it'll do, your power light will go on first. Now I don't think this is the right SIM card for this, so it might come on and then go back off. So I think it's the right SIM card. I'm not sure. Okay, but we'll see what happens here. I can simulate it. So this will actually come up like this, and you'll get the signal strength for your antenna. What will happen normally, then you'll get your antenna light will come up green, and the Wi-Fi light will come up, and they'll all light up, and then you'll be able to find this device in like your Wi-Fi settings in the computer or on your cell phone. I'll give you an example, and it'll come up as IBR. It might not on this one. So let me just show you. If you have a cell phone, you can just go there and go into the properties, find the properties, and I'll show you. You can go right into the settings here, and you can go into the Wi-Fi settings, and normally it'll show right up in there. This is not going to show up right now because the card I don't think is set up correctly, but it'll come up there, and then you'll be able to highlight and you'll be able to connect to it. I wanted to show you that. Okay. But and they'll have the same thing like on your computer. You'll be able to set it up. Let's give it a little more blinking. Let's see what'll happen. It's normal to actually go completely off, and that's normal for that light to come up. So you can wait. It takes maybe a minute or two to boot up, depending on your area you're in. But you'll see you'll get this orange light, and eventually you want them to be green. So it's either going to find it. Right now it's looking for the Verizon signal through the 4G paddles. Once it finds that, it'll communicate, and then it retransmits it out these bottom ones here, which are your Wi-Fi, and that's what you can connect to. So we'll give it a few minutes, a second here, because sometimes it takes a while. There you go. Now you can see it's checking the antenna. It's green, which is good. So I'm going to go back at my phone. And I'll see if I can find that for you in the network, in the settings menu there. It's thinking about it. Now, if this light here turns solid and goes green, we should be okay. Eventually, I think they're all supposed to be green in it. I'm still looking for it. But this is what you want. You want all the antenna lights, you want the power light, you want the Wi-Fi, and the antenna light there. Yes, okay, so it's going to see it now. See, you can see right up in here now, it says IBR 393. Okay. That is finding this device. Now, you can go in here, and you can hit that, and you can connect to it. What you do is, normally there's the default password, and that is normally on the bottom of the Cradlepoint. Right there, you'll see a default password right there. And that's the password you're going to want to put in there. But you can see it shouldn't be no problem connecting. But I wanted to show you that, and that is the Cradlepoint. And like I say, kind of how it looks with the antennas just hanging out there like that. And like I say, it's got a door here, so if you want to take the SIM card out, this automatically shuts it off. And of course you can push that in and pull that card back out. Thanks a lot for looking, and that is the Cradlepoint Wi-Fi device. Thanks a lot, guys.